A transformative capacity building workshop aimed at promoting accountability, budget monitoring, and inclusive planning was successfully held under the banner of the project Youth Action for Good Governance and Self-Reliance. The initiative is being implemented by Center for Coordination of Youth Activities (CCYA) in partnership with ActionAid Sierra Leone and generously funded by the European Union. The training brought together 30 enthusiastic participants from the Western Area Rural District and Zonal Youth Council, with a balanced representation of 15 men and 15 women. The workshop was designed to equip these young leaders with the necessary skills and knowledge to engage actively in governance processes, ensuring their voices are heard in decision-making framework. In an interview, Abigail Stevens, the Executive Director of Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, emphasized the importance of empowering youth in governance. She said, "Youth represent a substantial proportion of the population, and it is crucial that they are not just passive observers, but active participants in decision-making processes that affect their lives." Through the training, she said, they are equipping them with the skills to monitor budget, demand accountability, and push for inclusive planning in their communities.
Well, today we're in Western Area Rural for train the youth councils them on how they go able for monitor development programs na den communities or den districts as a whole. So na a capacity building training we organize for them, Center for Coordination of Youth Activity and ActionAid Sierra Leone, and a project where they implement when a Youth Action for Good Governance and Self-Reliance, a 2 years project where we get support from the European Union. So inside this project, we for build the capacity of youth councils them na the 3 districts where we implement the project. Where Western Area Rural na 1, Tonkolili and Moyamba as well. So then councils there, so of course youth councils them, we know the challenges them way then they face na them various communities in as much as governments may don't form or establish them structures there, so we for man development na them communities them, but yet still we get a lot of challenge, then get a lot of challenges within the face in terms of capacity building, in terms of support, in terms of then visibility, as the case may be. So now I make inside this project here, so obviously we dey target the young people there, so for see how best the project go able for building capacity. Building capacity on several aspects. One, get for deal with the budget, accountability, and also advocacy. We may say waiting day for young people them, na the local councils them, as youth councils, then for able for monitor effectively the implementations the implementation of then programs and plans then development programs then for young people them. So basically for let them go able for get that skills, the required skills for do that. Now I make within Ayasu. We train 30 of them zonal youth councils them na Western Area Rural Yasu for make them go be empowered enough for take then actions then we geared towards then development, young people and developments and then communities then.
The training sessions covered a range of topics including understanding budget processes at the local government level, the importance of transparency and strategies for effective community engagement. Participants engage in practical exercises designed to stimulate real-life scenarios, thereby enhancing their skills in budget monitoring and advocating for accountability in governance. Several participants shared their thoughts on the training and its anticipated impact on the communities.
in connection with the monitoring, I go say now some of the things them this way, I go say now we mandate, but we not be don't get the kind knowledge or like the kind power for do am. So for this training also today, say kudos. I want for firstly say plenty thank you to CCYA action aid and of course with the donor winner European Union, because for let them thought I'm fit say young people need for the part of the process and young people need for own development. So for me it's a good one and one for say plenty thank you to them for that. So in the area of the monitoring, I go say we suppose for do am as youth council, but because the platform and the support's not been done there, so that will not be the do am. But when we don't cancel this training now, so it don't broaden with knowledge and it don't serve as an eye opener. So we don't know what it takes and how we forgo about when it comes to monitoring of activities or projects or programs where they don't say they don't do for young people. And mind you, we not go monitor waiting they say, but now waiting they already don't do for young people. So this training also, it's a good one and we really appreciate.
First, to start with, one for appreciate the people who can facilitate this particular program because it's very, very timely that as youth council person, you don't take away with the yearning for short kind empowerment because we don't dey do recommendations. Now, plenty occasions them whether they calling at them seminars, workshop, and other thing. Waiting at the felt need of the young people. We dey recommend, but just that the fruitful, then we not able to get progress after the end of the process. But with the intervention of CCYA, I'm sure this particular training get for camp purely based on empowerment. In a case whereas then they can empower we if we go for go ask we developing partners or we service providers and say waiting na the provisions we want to put in place for young people. Then go give it or then go treat you that kind utmost respect where we want.
The Youth Action for Good Governance and Self-Reliance project, it's not just about immediate skills training, it seeks to foster a culture of accountability and active citizenship among the youth. As CLN works towards rebuilding its governance structures, initiatives like this are crucial to ensuring that young people are positioned as key stakeholders in the nation's development. As the workshop concluded, participants left with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to implement the skills they have acquired in their communities. The Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, CCYA, aims to continue its work in empowering the youth and ensuring that their contributions led to a more accountable, transparent, and inclusive governance processes across Sierra Leone. For Star TV News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.